Hello students, for the practicals in electronics in smart city, we are going to do the practicals in Arduino microcontroller using the Arduino microcontroller. So let us see first what is Arduino. Arduino is an open source electronics platform based on easy to use hardware and software. Arduino boards are able to read inputs, that is light on a sensor, a finger on a button or a Twitter message, and turn this input into an output, activating a motor, turning on an LED, publishing something online, like that. You can tell your Arduino board what to do by sending a set of instructions to the microcontroller on the board. To do so, you use the Arduino programming language based on wiring and Arduino software IDE based on processing. Okay, so over the years, Arduino has been the brain of thousands of projects, from everyday objects to complex scientific instruments. A worldwide community of makers, students, hobbyists, artists, programmers, and professionals has gathered around this open source platform. Their contributions have added up to an incredible amount of accessible knowledge that can be of great help to novices and experts alike. Arduino was born at the Iberia Interaction Design Institute as an easy tool for fast prototyping, aimed at students without a background in electronics and programming. As soon as it reached a wider community, the Arduino board started changing to adapt to new needs and challenges, differentiating its offer from simple 8-bit boards to products for IoT applications, wearable, 3D printing, and embedded environments. All Arduino boards are completely open source, empowering users to build them independently and eventually adapt them to their particular needs. The software is also open source and growing through the contributions of users worldwide. That is, users are developing the new notions in the software. Then let us see why Arduino is used so widely even when so many microcontrollers are available. Okay, the Arduino software is easy to use for beginners, yet flexible enough for advanced users. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Teachers and students use it to build low-cost scientific instruments, then to prove chemistry and physics principles, or to get started with programming and robotics also. Designers and architects build interactive prototypes, musicians and artists use it for installations and to experiment with new musical instruments. Makers, of course, use it to build many of the projects exhibited at the Maker Faire. For example, Arduino is a key tool to learn new things. Anyone, that is children, hobbyists, artists, programmers, can start tinkering, just following the step-by-step instructions of a kit or sharing ideas online with other members of the Arduino community. There are many other microcontrollers and microcontroller platforms available for physical computing. Parallax Basic Stamp, NetMedia's BX24, FitGates, MIT's Handy Board, and many other offer similar functionality. All of these tools take messy details of microcontroller programming and wrap it up in an easy to use package. Arduino also simplifies the process of working with microcontrollers, but it offers some advantage for teachers, students, and interested amateurs over other systems. So let us see what are the advantages. The first advantage is it is inexpensive. Arduino boards are relatively inexpensive compared to other microcontroller platforms. The least expensive version of the Arduino module can be assembled by hand, and even the pre-assembled Arduino modules cost less than $50. The next is cross-platform. The Arduino can be used on any operating system such as Windows, Macintosh, OS X, then Linux operating system. Okay, most of the microcontroller systems are limited to the Windows only, but Arduino can work with any operating system. Then simple clear programming environment. The Arduino software IDE is easy to use for beginners, yet flexible enough for advanced users to take advantage of it. For teachers, it is conveniently based on the processing programming environment. So, students learning to program in that environment will be familiar with how the Arduino IDE works. Then next advantage is open source and extensible software. The Arduino software is published as an open source tools available for extension by experienced programmers. The language can be expanded through C++ libraries, and people wanting to understand the technical details can make the leap from Arduino to AVRC programming language on which it is based. Similarly, you can add AVRC code directly into your Arduino programs if you want to. Okay, so this is the biggest advantage of Arduino, that it is having the extensible software. The next advantage is open source and extensible hardware. The plans of the Arduino boards are published under a Creative Commons license, so experienced circuit designers can make their own version of the module, extending it and improving it. Even relatively inexperienced users can build the breadboard version of the module in order to understand how it works and save money. So let us see what are the Arduino products available. The Arduino software IDE allows you to write programs and upload them to your board. In the Arduino software page, you will find the two options. The first option is online IDE and the second option is desktop IDE. If you have a reliable internet connection, you should use the online IDE, also called as Arduino Web Editor. It will allow you to save your sketches in the cloud, having them available from any device and backed up. You will always have the most up-to-date version of IDE without the need to install updates or community generated libraries. Second option is desktop IDE. If you would rather work offline, you should use the latest version of IDE, latest version of desktop IDE. The condition is that you should update it time to time. Okay, and then there are some instructions to use the online IDE. Let us see them. Okay, so here is how the Arduino software looks like. So here is the symbol for the Arduino. Here it is the editor in which you write the programs. Okay, edit the programs. So this is for that. Then the most important thing is you have to choose which controller you are going to use. Okay, So here is the list of various controllers. So it is either DUE, then Mega 2560, MKR 1000, MKR Wi-Fi 1010, MKR Fox 1200, MKR WAN 1300, MKR WAN 1310, MKR GSM 1400, then MKR NB 1500, MKI VDOR 4000, MKR 0, then Nano, which is mostly used by beginners, then Nano 33 IoT for IoT purposes, then Nano 33 BLE, Nano 33 BLE Sense, Nano Every, then Uno is most widely used also, then Uno Wi-Fi revision 2, 0 Un revision 2, like this. Okay, so this is about which types of Arduino boards are used. Then as we have seen, the Arduino can be used with various operating systems such as Windows, Mac OS X, Linux, Portable IDE, Chrome OS, like this. So let us see the step-by-step instructions for installing the Arduino IDE. We will see it for Windows because most of times we use Windows. Okay, so here how the first step is download the Arduino software, that is IDE. So IDE is Integrated Development Environment. Okay, so get the latest version from the download page on the site, and the site is www.arduino.cc. Okay, then you can choose between the installer, that is .exe, and the zip packages. Okay, so the installer, that is .exe, is better because it installs directly everything you need to use the Arduino software IDE, including the drivers. Okay, but if you go for the zip package, okay, so with the zip package you will need to install the drivers manually. The zip file is also useful if you want to create a portable installation. So portable installation means whatever you want, only that features you install with that. Then when the download finishes, proceed with the installation and allow the driver installation process when you get a warning from the operating system. So here is the window from which you can check and uncheck the components. Here you have to select or check the components you want to install, such as install USB driver, then create a start menu shortcut, then create desktop shortcut, associate .ini files, like that. Okay, so how components are installed is shown here. Then the next step, by clicking on next, you will get the next step, and it is you have to choose the installation folder. By default the installation folder is C:program files. Okay, you can choose another folder by clicking on the browse button and then click on install. When you click on install, it starts installing, that is extracting the files, okay, from the site. Okay, if you click on show details, the details will be shown. In this way the installation is progressed. So whenever it is finished, you have to click on the close button, then proceed with the board specific instructions. So when Arduino software is properly installed, you can go back to the getting started home and choose your board. So we have seen which types of boards are available. So whatever board you are going to use, choose from that list that is on the right side of the page. Then the text of the Arduino getting started guide license under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 3.0 license. So the code samples are also given there, so you can start like that. Okay, so in the next practical we will see how the simple coding is done in Arduino.